Ooh, yeah. Hello. My name. Oh, thank you. My name is Shra. I am half Indian and half jacket. Okay. No. I am Indian, and usually I, keep going back to visit my parents. And just for context, before I went this time, I got this haircut. Okay, and my mom, when she saw me, she told me, Shra, you've started looking like a foreigner. These days you look like a foreigner, and I didn't understand, what does she mean? Until I realized what she means is that I just look like a lesbian. Or as my mom calls it, Lebanese. Or as my dad calls it, Lisbon. I don't get it, but hypothetically, if I were to also be into women, right? Super hypothetical, of course. I would want to know, what does my mom think about it? But to brown parents, you can never ask such things directly. Okay, you always have to mix it in with something even more controversial. Yeah, so I walked up to her and I said, hey, Mama, what would you prefer? That I married a woman or a Muslim man? Because in India, you can always beat homophobia with Islamophobia. Yeah, so now I'm dating this Muslim woman. She's also Pakistani. Yeah, but it's not that my mom is homophobic and she doesn't want me to marry a woman, right? She's not. She's really understanding. She's really caring. The only thing that she's really worried about is that who is going to pay dowry to whom? Am I going to get rich or poor from this wedding? Because I realized that dating a woman is really expensive. It's really expensive. It's because she uses all these expensive products all the time. And now, I also want them. And I don't need them. She uses this fancy curl activator, and I just use water. She uses this branded Korean skincare, and I'm just using water. She uses this expensive toilet paper for, and I'm just using water. She's the woman of the relationship, and I am the plant. And that makes a lot of sense because I'm really into pot. And hey, she's really into me because she's vegan. No. So, I went back home to visit my parents, and unfortunately, this involved using an airport. Yeah, I'm a really anxious person at the airport, especially at the security check, right? Because I never know what goes on that security belt. Right? What goes here? My phone, my charger, my laptop, the cord, my shoes, the bag on the tray on the bag. And at this point, I am so anxious, even I'm not sure if I'm carrying a bomb. And while you're in this mild panic mode, at the airports, they make you do the weirdest pose of your life. I'm like, they didn't teach this to us in Kamasutra. Back in school. And I'm someone that never gets her positions right. So could you bend some more? Is the most common feedback that I get at the airport and in bed. Yeah, but have you guys thought about it? It's so crazy. These detectors that are supposed to detect some of the craziest bombs in the world cannot do so anymore if your hands and legs are not bent. It makes no sense, it keeps me awake at night, these thoughts. But no, I went back to India, and with my parents, we went on a vacation together. Yeah. The only reason I did it is because they paid for it. Completely. Like, my parents paid in cash, and I paid with my mental health. And this made me realize that this does make my father my actual sugar daddy. But my dad has diabetes, so I just have a sugar-free daddy. Cool. But I have a crazy set of parents. Because of 10,000 different cities that they could choose from, they chose to go to Bangkok. Bangkok, do you guys know what the vibe of Bangkok is like? Yes. It's the city that has both the words bank and cock in it. And my parents thought this was a great idea for a little family bondage time. But it was horrible, this trip, because on this trip, we also had to share a room. It was horrible. There was so much snoring all night, my parents couldn't sleep. And they were irritated the whole trip, and I was also irritated the whole trip, because I realized that when you travel with your parents, you meet the most attractive people of your life. Yeah, it's like even the universe knows that you cannot fuck them. And that's why they're put in front of you. It's crazy. But forget meeting attractive people, okay? In Thailand, I did not even meet any locals, because I met only Germans. Any Germans in the crowd here tonight? Just one, because the rest are in Thailand. And nobody's here. Like, did you guys know that Thailand is the only country in Southeast Asia that did not get colonized? Yeah. Not anymore. The fucking Germans are there. But when I spent so much time with the Germans, I did realize that I do like them a little bit more than the Dutch. Just a bit. And I have my reasons for it, right? Because I think, at least, the Germans are honest about their food. They themselves call it Wurst. But Thailand is crazy. I realize that it's a crazy place, because one moment you think you are in a family-friendly restaurant having dinner with your parents, but by the time you've blinked, there are now 4 semi-naked strippers walking in. And when this happened, the 3 of us, we looked at them, then we looked at each other, and then my dad, he just got up and left. Gone, the man. But my mom, she's so sweet. She took the phone out of her pocket, switched the camera on, and she went, "Pow! Oh my God, such beautiful girls. Let me call my sister." Sunita, oh my God, see where I am, such beautiful girls. Minimal clothing. They also do a weird dance with the poles that I don't get, but so beautiful. They are real! Oh my God! And I'm just standing in the corner thinking, Mom, you've started looking like a foreigner? These days you look like a foreigner. I think Dad married a Lebanese. Thank you guys, you've been great. Thank you so much.